Hello, once again, Nintendo Dads family. It is John Blanco with the Dads After Dark show here with another first look. So excited. This has been one of my most hyped games for the second half of 2023. Persona 5 Tactica comes out today. Yeah, Mario RPG came out today, but so did Persona 5 Tactica. I'm a big fan of the Persona 5 games. In fact, I played through the vanilla version of it, and then pretty soon after played through the royal version of it. So I don't know what 100 and almost 200 hours of gaming. Didn't expect it. By the way, the Switch version is really, really good, and so I did not hesitate to go the Switch route with Tactica. Could have gone either direction, but Nintendo Switch Atlus makes it. This is going to be a tactics based version of Persona 5. I believe it is a sequel, but remains to be seen how much story is there. Let's watch this cutscene. So cool. One of the things that really makes people love Persona 5 is the style. It is just so it's hard to describe when people say the menus are so beautiful, but everything about Persona 5 just reeks of style. And you see these chibi versions of the characters from the game. I'm not even sure if I remember all their names off the top of my head. Let me bring that up. Oh man, can't wait for this. I'll give a little bit more, then I might cut it off. That's Joker, by the way. Like, Joker's in Smash. The cat is Morgana. Now, the blonde girl, Anne, or An, depending on if you want to go by the voice actor's pronunciation. I have her as a little figure right next to my TV. You can't see it, but I can. She's awesome.
Let's start the mission, Joker.
Let's go.
Okay.
Roger that.
Look at them. Look, they're freaking adorable. Ah.
Persona 5 Tactica.
All right. They all have like certain stereotypes and whatever. It's really cool. Okay. I'm gonna start a new game. We'll just do normal for now. Now, they make you do 2 names, and I don't know. I actually prefer 1 name. Sometimes I'll put in a name. Like, I can't use my normal as a Blanc. So I'm just gonna say John the Dad. I think I used Shigeru Miyamoto one time.
The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven.
That's a weird way to spell heaven. The flag of Japan.
It's no surprise that his disappearance has rocked the political...
You can definitely see flourishes of the style from Persona 5. Not exactly the same, but you're kind of seeing it. Somebody's disappeared.
Illness, an accident, or something worse. All we know so far is that rumors are spreading fast.
If I may ask, how much longer do you think you can keep a handle on this? I was assured I'd be fine, but the flies have already started buzzing around me.
Oh, there's nothing for you to worry about. this will all be over.
Persona did this, where they had the shaded characters that you don't know, and then later on you come to, get to know them. And then when you play the game a second time, you're like, oh, I know who those characters are now.
To stop us, and we both know that won't.
I just like how shady it is.
With that off my mind, I trust matters on your.
Indeed, the agreement's going exactly as.
You gotta
all
skip
our
through
dreams
the
will be
chat a
within
little
our
quicker.
reach soon enough.
So sorry if I cut off the voice
It will
actors. I never do that when I
soon
play a game
that
for real,
day
by the way.
comes.
Never interrupt the voice actors. Oh. So LeBlanc is from the game. I really love the art style here. Futaba, she is awesome. She's like a super geek, super hacker.
Welcome back. Still that bad?
So in
huh?
Persona 5, this
He's
is a
fixing
full
some
3D
copy.
environment. These
Oh,
characters
I'm
are,
saved. I was worried we weren't gonna make it
2D
for a bit
drawings
there.
here, although I
I
think
mean,
the
just a look
dialogues are
at
kind of like
Mona.
that too. But I really like the stylization here.
He's all curled up in a ball.
Ryuji, I don't love Ryuji.
Cats do that.
He's just not my favorite character to use in Persona 5, but he's the first one you get, so you end up kind of relying on him a lot because, you can level him up early. But he's fun. Morgana is a cat, but not a cat.
Phew, I feel my HP coming
Man, look
back.
at the art style. It's just so cool. I mean, this game is basically taking a tactics game, which I love to play, and putting Persona on top. Oh, man.
Sure,
yeah,
top me
just
off.
Kind of go through.
In fact,
So we'll go through
you're
this
working
chat
like
a
all
little
over the
bit more
place.
quickly because I want to get to the gameplay and
Hey,
just
got
show
anything
what
for
that's like
me?
because I don't know what it's like.
Rest assured we do.
Yusuke is an artist.
One of LeBlanc's finest offerings, straight
I always
from the
liked that it
source.
was LeBlanc. It's a lot like my last name.
this straight from the tap? Mona-chan.
Haru, I love Haru. She's one of my favorite characters to use.
Aw, thanks, Haru. I'll let it cool a little first, though.
Now I just want to play Persona 5 again. I have never played Persona 5 Strikers yet. I have it on Switch, and for some reason I have not played it yet. But it's somewhere in the middle of my backlog.
Sojiro spent half the morning grumbling.
At first, I was happy we had
Oh,
the place to
there's Anne.
ourselves, but now I feel.
She is
Well,
adorable.
we should enjoy what time we have.
All too soon, the third year. With that in mind,
Ah, come on.
Don't be such a downer, man.
But we'll still fit.
Of course.
Yeah, we'll make one.
You know I'm down.
perhaps that's the opportunity.
It seems like all the
Wait,
characters are
it's
here.
eco-friendly.
I'm trying to think of anybody that's missing. I mean, there has to be. There's a whole bunch of characters. Some of them you use for a short amount of time. Some of them are from Royal.
Sure do.
I'm not sure if we've seen any of the
Oh,
Royal
bother.
characters.
And now, our report on the authorities investigate, considered by many to be a strong.
I think Diet in this case is a government building.
Yes. Ever since
remember looking that up
Kazakali entered the
specifically.
Diet, his support from the it's no surprise that his
It's a very
disappearance has
Japanese
rocked.
game.
Whether it's due to
Obviously
illness,
translated, but
Man, and that's going crazy about him.
all right.
They've been covering him.
I'm gonna
quite a
skip
bit on
through
top.
if I can all this dialogue. I don't think we need to see that. Let's see some gameplay. So far, it does seem fully voice acted.
Huh? The hell? What happened to the TV?
If I mentioned, I just love this.
The remote stopped
I just want to look at
working.
this animation a little bit longer. It's so cool looking.
What's happening? Ow.
So it's interesting that Morgana is being rendered more like the cat. Usually you see Morgana like that
It's floating. No,
when you
it's
don't
frozen in place.
hear them talking, although I think she was at the end of the game. I don't know what makes them switch between the two, but there isn't. And something seemingly going on outside. Are we ready to tactics?
Hey,
All right. Well, obviously, it's pretty chatty in the beginning. Hopefully, it's not chatty the whole game. We're gonna skip through everything here. I like when I'm pressing the plus button to skip chat, and I like the way it just sort of drops the screen down. I'm ready to play. How about you?
Where the hell are we? We were just in LeBlanc,
Yeah, this is
right?
definitely not where LeBlanc was.
This has to be bad. Oh, we're in our Phantom Thief outfits.
Yeah, so very cool. When they're in this sort of phantom world, they're dressed differently.
Whoa! What's going on here?
Looks like our first enemies will be these weird hat head guys.
Whoa! We've been spotted. Get ready, guys.
I'm really curious to see if their particular roles are emulated in their moves too. Like Futaba is like a hacker. So her moves often, like she wasn't even a playable character. She was like an assist character in the game. And, different characters had different types of elemental skills. I'm just curious to see how that translates into this.
No idea.
There is definitely a lot of chatter going on before this game begins. All right, I think we're finally there. How long did that take us? That took us about 10 minutes. Okay, defeat all enemies. I'm very curious to see what the controls are like, too. Sometimes these games play better with a D-pad. Phantom Thieves. Hey, don't charge in recklessly, Skull. These enemies are packing heat. Okay, so see, Morgana looks like Morgana in this world here. I guess that's right. She's portrayed as the cat in the real world, so I guess that makes some sense. Just not used to it. These enemies are packing heat. We'll be sitting ducks out here in the open. We need to find some cover. I have a Morgana plushie, by the way.
What to do here?
All right, so far, very polished. A little too chatty in the beginning, but hopefully we're just all past that now. Try taking cover over there. So this is the classic tutorial. Movement and cover. You can move anywhere within your movement range freely. If you end your turn hiding behind cover, such as a wall or an obstacle, you will resist enemy attacks, eliminating or reducing the damage taken. Bear in mind, enemy units can take cover as well. Okay, so... All right, so look at that. It is very similar to like the Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope in that I don't have to D-pad around. In fact, the D-pad doesn't even work, so even better. So I can just freely use my analog stick, and you can see that there is a grid, but I can really freely move. I like that. It feels really good. All right, perfect position. Plus, I never want to use a D-pad, especially on a Pro controller. All right, now I should be able to like hit a defense button or something. Range attacks fire ranged weapons by pressing Y. A red line indicates any target that you can hit, with a black line indicates, while the black line indicates any target that cannot be hit from your position. Okay, so now I'm here. And how do I select? I guess it's just going to force me to use this one. Oh, okay, yeah, I can hit that enemy on the left, but not the one on the right. So let's hit Y. And I guess we just have fire for now. Their heart meters are the same as the main game. So when I go into that square, it just automatically says gun. But I think that's a tutorial thing. Looks like very similar weapons to the game too. Obviously, they are teaching me to stay safe. I really love this sort of XCOM style turn-based stuff too. It almost kind of ruins games like Fire Emblem because this combat just feels a little more dynamic and live.
Listen up.
When a unit takes cover behind a large object, all ranged attacks from the front and the sides will be blocked. Okay, all. So this isn't like a percentage thing as we've seen in some other games. And the unit will take no damage. Use this to gain and maintain the advantage in battles. Okay, so he was behind like a half object there, but we're behind a full object. Okay, who's ready to see me light this next one?
Not quite.
Hold on, Skull. That enemy is hiding behind cover. Any shots you take won't be very effective. So first, I'll get them into the open. Both of you watch me. Okay, this will be interesting to see what is the gameplay here. Perform melee attacks by pressing A when you are close enough to an enemy unit. You will knock them back away from you, and you will end your action on the square they originally stood. Okay, that's interesting. A unit that has been hit with a melee attack will lose their resistance, and become defenseless for the remainder of the turn. So even if they're behind cover? Okay, let's see what that means. So I can run around here. I mean, didn't I just shoot the guy over here when he was behind cover? So I don't really get that, but... All right, I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna hit attack. This is a melee attack, so it doesn't say fire, it says attack. And then I move onto their square. Oh, they went several squares back. And now they don't have cover. Okay, I like that. I don't know if I've seen that in most of these kind of games. Maybe XCOM, but I didn't play that too much. When you hit targets that are unable to resist your attacks, you will down them. You are then given another opportunity to act. This is called a one more. Okay, that's from the game. That are unable to resist your attacks. You will down them. You are then doing a one more. If you down a target, you will receive another one more. Try consecutively downing targets, keep your turn. So in the base Persona game, you get a one more when you hit like one of their weaknesses. So this one is, I'm not quite sure if that's clear, but we'll figure that out. So we're going to move Joker over here. We're going to gun him here. It's weird I press Y to fire and then A to confirm it. Now he's down. So he's not dead? I guess so. He's not dead, so I'm not sure what makes him go down, except maybe a resistance to that weapon? Okay. Now I see this game's gonna have the reinforcement thing. Not always my favorite, because they're hard to plan for. God, they just keep coming, don't they? So basically, we just need to blow them out of cover, and then we can show them who's boss. Okay. You got it, Skull. Our teamwork is more important than ever now. Joker, I'm passing command over to you. You can end your turn at any time by pressing minus. Okay, good. It's out of the way. The ability to skip actions as specific units can deepen your strategy, so make effective use of this. The ability to skip actions as specific units can deepen your strategies. All right, let's do this. Can you skip and then come back? Let's see here. So, okay, so he can't move. He can't knock them out of the way. I mean, he can attack, though. And I assume all attacks work, unless there's an X there. Now, what do they mean by skipping? If I hit plus. In the pause menu, you can load game data, change various settings. Okay. So there's definitely not a skip here. I'm not sure what skip is. All right. So we're going to go behind here. And we're going to use Y. And... oh, you can move the camera? Okay. Fire. Enemy turn. That makes sense. Huh. That's really interesting that it always blocks if you are in position. That is a very interesting thing. Okay, I'm going to try this melee attack thing. Do that. Because like in Mario Rabbids, it was like a percentage thing. So if you were blocked, you know, sometimes it was 0%, but other times it was like, well, you got a 20% chance of still hitting them. I'm gonna come here. Yeah, we should focus on one guy at a time, right? Let's do this. Oh, so that says get him. Okay, so there's some sort of weakness maybe to melee attacks for that character. And now I can do one more hit. I actually can still move, so it's like a whole turn. But I can't do a melee attack. So I'm just gonna stay here, out of the way from the other guy, and push that guy.
Now it's my turn.
So you can't do a second melee. Oh, he can't do a melee here either. Why can't he? Oh, I can do a melee. All right.
Get a load of this.
Interesting choice of UI, but okay. Now I wonder why that guy wasn't susceptible to the down.
All right.
Yeah, see, when I come here, it says gun Y, but if I press A... oh, no, there it is. Oh, you gotta face him. Oh, you have to face him. Okay. These are the things you have to learn when you do these games. Get the style down. One level down. So far, Love it. 12 out of 10. It has the same style. The characters are great. I like the gameplay. I like the A melee attack and shoving them. Oh, and it's got awards. Clear within 3 turns. So you got that replayability. It remains to be seen if that replayability is worth it. We'll see what happens if you get all the awards. Oh man, I love this. Looks really good on Switch as well. I had to make a decision today if I wanted to play Persona 5 Tactica today or Mario RPG today. Either way, I was going to play both in a row. I chose this one because I figure most people would play RPG.
What the heck's the deal with those guys?
I think my partner Drew is going to be playing Mario RPG too.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to skip dialogue again. I like to do at least one more battle. Okay, so both of the... It's almost like the same level here.
See ya.
This time I'm up first. I'll show you all the power of my persona. Okay, we're going to get into some personas now. Nice. Use skills in battle by pressing X. Skills are not affected by obstacles, and attacking with them will eliminate the resistance of any enemy units hit. However, skills will cost you SP. Okay, that's cool. So
Get ready.
that's probably why it always blocks, because the personas always bypass the blocks. Zio, okay, so he's always been an electric type, if you want to use Pokemon terms here. Okay, you're gonna make me hit that guy? Fine. Sweet. I'll be curious to see if they have multiple types. I'm sure they will. I expect nothing less from our captain. Now my turn. Get ready for this.
Get ready.
Persona. Garu.
Come forth, my other half.
Oh, it also says in the bottom... Oh, I can't go back. It does say at the bottom what it does. That's good. These are still the same types from their game. So they're doing a good job of keeping the synchronicity of the game. There are certain attacks that inflict ailments and other effects into targets. Consult the tutorial. Thanks for letting me know. Check out my power. You swept them all right. The rest is up to you, Joker. Take them out.
All right.
Now, what do they want me to do? Another persona? Oh, so this is kind of a different persona for him. Deals light damage in a small area, inflicts despair.
Persona.
Oh, so this is like an AoE attack. Very nice. Oh, that was a nice little animation there.
All enemies defeated.
Well, you can't argue with that. It's wonderful. Okay, when do I get Anne on my team? Sorry, Ryuji. So what was that level? There's no awards? Oh, there they are. That felt very similar to Clear the Stage, Party Hurt fewer than 3 times. I mean, those were kind of the same awards, I think, from the last one, in a level that seemed the same. So I'm curious to see, is each level kind of multi-part? I mean, you can't build a whole set piece for one little level, right? Loving this. How you like that? Is this Blackpink? Good thing we wrap that up. Kind of
Oracle? They're just wrapping
There's
up
Futaba. They're just wrapping up now.
now. Okay.
Okay, at least that's relief. You guys hear that? Oh, it's getting closer. Lady Marie is en route. Prepare for her arrival.
Make way! Make way!
Make way for Lady Marie. I don't
Mario.
know if Lady Marie is
Who's
from
that?
Persona game. Are we in that?
Hey.
Yeah.
Help.
We're definitely going to get some new characters in this game, and I think there's new allies. I can't remember who, but I know that there was like a big deal. There's like a frenemy type and stuff like that. So, nice little cutscenes too. Whoa. That is not the most efficient tank truck there. Where is this Lady Marie?
Who's the ruler of this land?
Woman called Lady Marie.
And having your lives in my hand? That's right! the rest of your lives.
I would, Lady Marie. I wonder if she's a long-term antagonist or just like the boss for an area. I'm curious to see what like a world map looks like. The ability to replay these levels. A lot of these games start off with a straight little tutorial and you just have to do it in order, and then once you get through it, you can then like replay
Hello,
things.
people.
Trust me.
Pick the hell up and
Seize them.
How many?
She should be a bigger challenge.
Bad news. I've got readings coming. No.
I got Anne.
We can't even fight at full power. There's just too
In
many.
Persona 5, you can only have 4 characters at a time. I'll be curious if you can actually do more in this one.
Eat this!
Whoa!
Alright, let's get back to skipping dialogue.
Oh, do you really think that, after all, if I just raped...
Screw you, lady!
Never been a fan of the narrative choices
Get
in
your mitts off me!
these games. They usually have no bearing on anything.
You may be crude.
It's like, don't give me a narrative choice of 2 very similar responses that lead to nothing except for maybe one different line of dialogue. Skulls in love, I guess? Alright. Ryuji left the party. Perfect! Exactly what I wanted. Defeat all enemies except Skull. Okay, so we can't kill Skull.
What to do here?
Joker.
Let's take down the rest of the enemies. Let's investigate this UI a little bit. While you're behind cover, you will automatically resist attacks, taking a reduced amount of damage. Oh, okay. So wait, now we can take damage? Enemy units can also take cover, so use melee attacks and ailment-inflicting skills to break their resistance. It seems like that changed. All right, let's investigate this UI a little bit. On the bottom right, I see Joker and Morgana. I don't have Anne, and I lost Ryuji. Defeat all enemies, that's the goal at the top, turn 1. Oh, that little ×3, does that mean there's 3 enemies on the board right now? Okay, that makes sense. So we're gonna come around. We're gonna melee. Yeah, you have to be facing them. That's a little tricky. Oh, we can hit them into each other. That's cool. All right, but that didn't do the thing. I'm gonna come over on this side. Gotta face them, and I'm gonna attack. That's gonna hit all of them. Oh, I like that. You can find undo by bringing up the pause menu. This will return to the beginning of your previous turn. Oh, cool. I like that.
Just leave it to me.
Sounds like it might be unlimited. Let's see.
Not over yet. Here I go.
All right.
All right, let's see how the undo works. I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna use gun. Oh no, I didn't want to use the gun.
Leave it to me.
So I come to the pause menu. Undo. Retry your most recent turn. Retry, restart from beginning. Okay. So let's try this. So it just fades out, comes back to my turn. Okay. Nothing fancy.
Joker.
Oh. Oh, this is the beginning of the whole stage. Did I hit the right one? I shouldn't have just done the turn?
Right. Keep it up, Joker. Get ready.
Maybe I hit the wrong one. I don't know. I'll be reviewing that later.
Did you really expect anything less?
This will return to the beginning of your previous turn. Oh, the beginning of your previous turn. Oh. Why would it go to the previous turn? Why shouldn't it? I mean, if you do your turn and then the enemy does their turn and you're like, oh, that turned out bad, then yeah, I want to undo and go back to my previous turn. But once it's my turn again,
All right.
and I do a couple moves and I want to undo. So I guess, yeah, I mean, I guess if you make a mistake, just end your turn and then do the undo. It's just going to have to be the way it is. They still mentioned skipping before. I still don't see how to skip. So because I would like to use my my AoE attack. Let me try the AoE attack.
Persona!
But I wanted to shove the guy over there on the end closer to these dudes. But I don't know how to skip a turn yet. So
Leave it to me.
I won't spend a bunch of time investigating it.
Take this.
I really like the melee attack. I assume it's not as powerful as the gun attack. I need to check that out.
Well, what'd you expect? There's no way we could lose.
So my experience level is, for the team, Phantom Thieves level 4. It's not per person, so I like that. Those awards are exactly the same. But I guess there's not much you can really... No, I mean, you can do different awards. I don't know why the awards have been the same the whole time. They're more fun when they're very unique to the level or give some variety. I am loving this so far, though. I'd like to see how this game opens up a bit. We'll see if this boss encounter happens.
Skull, you need to snap out of it.
And, oh my god, it's drawn so well.
Really?
Like, let them go, or what's wrong with you? I mean, like, you know. I think it's just there to make sure that the player is paying attention or something.
Now let's get ready for the ceremony.
It's showtime. That's Peach.
Showtime!
You're stealing this. I'm curious to see how this turns out. I've played too many Tactica games lately. I think this might be the last one for the year.
The audacity.
Sometimes the art style reminds me a little bit of Disgaea. What I do find weird is that it'll do a little bit of dialogue, and then it'll like load up the next little bit of dialogue, and like obviously this is a transition to a different art style, so like cinematic.
Run.
I have nothing to say about cinematic. I love it, but
I'm going to especially enjoy.
I wish we could just have like a cutscene. Let's just have the cutscene, and then let's have the combat.
Arena.
See, like I hit it again, and we go to another cutscene, and then I don't know why I have to do this. I guess I have a choice here.
Can't help them right now.
So this is Arena.
We'll discuss it elsewhere.
So she's new.
We've got
In that case, I'll lead. We have
I like her
to
gray,
continue their
like
voices.
grayish hair and the red eyes.
Really? Don't let the rebels.
Interesting to find out more about her. Interesting little load screen here. Awfully long. So we got Arena, so she is in my thing. All right. So I have to reach the target with the entire party.
Hey, wait!
I'm gonna assume I have to get all of them there and not just one. Some games you just do one and that's all you need.
What if...
When in battle, analyze units by pressing ZL. Nice. This allows you to view each unit's movement and attack ranges. Choose your active unit with L and R. Even if you're already moved an ally unit on the battlefield, you can swap back to that unit again to utilize them if they have not performed any action. There you go. That's how you skip. So it's interesting that they talked about skipping before.
All right.
You know, the order that you use the characters
The goal is still a
is
long
important.
ways off.
And I love
Let's
that.
do this
I love that
carefully.
this game has it. But it's interesting that they mentioned that before, but they didn't say how to do it because they were not done tutorializing you.
Now,
All right, so I want to use Joker last. Oh, she's got like arts and stuff. All right, let's go here. What are the arts? Oh, that's just. Oh, okay, that's just Persona. But Partisan deals light damage to target, inflicts forget. Well, let's just fire. That's a get 'em. Cool.
I won't miss. Attack on target hit.
You know what I love? It just occurred to me that that I don't have to like skip the animations. Like some games, the animations just take enough time that you start to skip them. But these attacks are so quick, I don't need to do that. Go play a game like Wargroove, or even sometimes Fire Emblem, which is pretty fast. But Wargroove, you turn off those animations so fast. Okay, I'm gonna use my AoE attack here. In fact, when I played Wargroove 2 recently, I turned them off almost immediately. They just take too long. And so if you want to show off those animations, you need to make them... I'm going to use the melee attack. Oh, I can't go over there. If you want people to enjoy the animations, you got to cut them down a little bit because you make them too long. And then people turn them off, and then they don't get to enjoy these animations. So with this, like, I like these little animations. They're small, but they're quick, and so I don't feel like I have to turn them off. You probably can't. I think it would look weird if you did. I mean, even the enemy goes through fairly quickly. You can fast forward it with R. Oh, I was too late.
All right.
I think you might have to hold down R. We'll see. Let's do this persona again.
Now's the time.
Okay, they're both gone. And I can do a one more, so I will. Gun.
You're done.
Another enemy down. Leave it to me.
There's nothing to do here.
We're only halfway through.
So I'll just position myself right here.
Show me what you got.
Oh, it's interesting. There's not a button that's like move and then like stop.
Here I go.
Like wherever I stop, I stop. And then you can switch characters. So you don't have to commit. You can always keep moving, probably until you use an attack. Bring him here. Okay, I'm gonna move the cat first. So then I can move. We'll bring her here. But I like this system because I can. Obviously, I want to move Joker last, so I can get him on the end here. Okay.
What to do here?
See, I can just leave him here. I don't have to like commit to anything. Let me come over here. Can I attack from here? Okay. Use the melee. All right, cool.
Here I go.
What can I do with her? I'll leave her right here.
Turn spirit into
Okay, that's a get 'em, so I can use the. I'll use the get 'em on that one, and then I'll get another turn. And then I'm gonna use. Oh, I can't use Persona again, so I'm gonna fire. Oh, okay. That'll give me a get 'em, and then I'm gonna use it again.
another enemy down.
Now then.
I love when the female characters have one leg pants and one leg shorts. Is anyone else like that? I'm always a fan of that. It's a cool look. I could never pull it off. Oh, those are my guys. Nice. Oh, they're all possessed.
This is terrible.
Oh, they have little kiss marks on their mask from Lady Marie. That's hilarious.
Danger.
So do I assume I have to avoid them. I don't want to hurt them.
Shall we begin?
Don't make me hurt you guys.
All right.
Okay, I just have to get to that zone. So I'm going to move as far as I can with Joker. And then I am going to just come here and use my gun from here. Can my guy get in the way? Looks like it'll go right through. Okay. That's good, because that'd be annoying if I couldn't. And then I will move right here and use the gun.
Another enemy down.
You guys are going to come for me.
Let's have some fun, shall we?
Well, I'll probably wrap it up right here after the third battle. I don't know how long I don't know if we'll even get to a boss battle, but this is so far really good. If I had one hang up, it gets a little chatty. I don't know how that will be for the rest of the game, but I assume it'll be fairly similar, but not as bad as it was in the beginning. I like the new character over here. I like her one-pants style. The awards are looking like, you can see the awards are starting to clear up. One of the awards always seems to be clear the stage, so there's going to be 2 other things. I wonder how interesting those will be. We'll see later. Like, would you replay a level to get them all? And what's the motivation? What do you get? That remains to be seen. I'm also curious what boss battles are going to look like. But the style of the game is great, like Persona 5, but different because it's adapting to this style of game, and I love it. I mean, look at that. The visuals in the background, the character designs are, I mean, I know exactly who the characters are, but they look different. It looks great. This is just going to be, I have a feeling this is going to be a fun time. I'm very excited for it. And hopefully you like it too. If you've never played Persona 5, I heartily recommend Persona 5 Royal on Nintendo Switch. It's a great port. Performance is fantastic. And I can't speak to Strikers quite yet, but Persona 5 Tactica is looking fantastic so far. So that's been my first look. Once again, I'm John Blanco from the Dads After Dark show. Hope you listen to our show every week. But thank you, Nintendo Dads, for letting me do this first look. Take care, everybody.